Today we are going to be investigating the codes and conventions of rom-com trailers.
The purpose of trailers is to entice the audience to watch the film. Therefore, the trailer essentially shows the audience the best bits of the film. Additionally, the dialogue used is normally used to entice the audience to the film and get a gist of the story. Rom-com trailers have also followed similar patterns over the years. The main characters are introduced and the dialogue is used so we can find out more about the characters in the film.
Four out of the 10 trailers I watched had Universal Studios as their main production company. However, there aren't any specific companies which specialise in the genre of rom-com. Having said that, when Universal Studios' production company logo comes up, the audience could think about well-known rom-coms which they've produced in the past. The font tends to be in sans serif. This is so that the font is easy to read for the audience. It can also suggest the film has a relaxed feel, which the audience would expect when watching a rom-com.
Trailers which I watched, the typography tends to be white. This would be because the colour white is a connotation of purity. In the film 40-Year-Old Virgin, the title is in white. White is also a connotation of virginity. Therefore, this emphasises to the audience that the main character is a virgin. Another common colour which is used is red, as this is a connotation of love, meaning that this conveys to the audience the genre of the film. However, some films subvert the stereotypical colours you would associate with a rom-com. For example, the film Trainwreck has the typography in the colour blue. Blue, being a connotation of sadness, means that the audience member could be encouraged to watch the film to see if the film has a sad or happy ending, as our expectations have been subverted from the trailer.
Romantic comedies tend to be set in seasons of either winter or autumn. This is because both of these seasons have connotations with romance. Love Actually is based around Christmas time, as a lot of people tend to propose around this time of the year. In Harry Met Sally, a few of the shots are in front of trees within a park. These trees are blooming, which is associated with romance, because it symbolises that a relationship is blossoming between the character of Harry and Sally. This links nicely to another coding convention of rom-coms, which is that they tend to use a lot of symbolism in order to convey the genre to the audience.
The locations used tend to be locations such as restaurants, bedrooms and outside locations such as beaches. New York is also a common location due to its romantic connotation. This is due to the fact that the audience will associate these locations with romantic gestures. Therefore, establishing shots tend to be used to convey this to the audience. Characters' costumes tend to be neutral colours and fashion styles which most people can access to convey the idea that love happens to everyone and no matter who you are, you can find love. In some trailers we have watched, such as the 40-Year-Old Virgin, the male character can be portrayed as unattractive, so the audience can begin to feel empathy and pity towards the male character. This can be seen through the costume used as glasses and baggy trousers.
In trailers, the non-didactic music tends to reflect an upbeat atmosphere, as this is the audience's expectations for the genre of rom-com. For example, in Trainwreck, the music creates a positive atmosphere, even though the audience would expect the film to have a negative tone due to the title. Another example of where upbeat music is used is in Pretty Woman. Upbeat music coupled with little screen time at the start of the trailer creates the suggestion that the film is a very upbeat film, as the audience can focus on the rhythm and beat of the music. Dialogue in rom-coms can be in a voiceover from the character's perspective. This is used in Youth in Revolt because the filmmakers want the audience to feel sorry for the main character. The voiceover is about how he feels left out. The dialogue in the majority of rom-com trailers tend to introduce us to the character's perspective, so we can understand the basics of their love story. The diegetic sounds used in rom-coms tend to reflect everyday life. This is because rom-coms tend to be based in everyday locations, therefore the diegetic sound will be reflective of these scenarios.
My name is Nick. I live with my charming mother. Her latest boyfriend, Jerry, is a pathological liar.
If a woman answered the phone, it's probably just a maid.
He's a real prize.
In romantic comedy trailers, the characters tend to be young. Female characters tend to be played by attractive women. Additionally, they tend to be represented as desperate and their conversations tend to resolve around sex or men.
This can be seen in the above clip from the trailer for Trainwreck. A film which subverts this expectation is Bridget Jones, as the main character is represented as a career-focused woman rather than a relationship-focused woman.
A common shot used within rom-coms are close-ups. Mid-shots are another common shot used. This is so we become more familiar with the film characters, so we begin to have feelings towards the characters, which will mean that we want them to end up in a happy relationship. In the film Friends with Benefits, the 180-degree rule is first used when the characters both meet, and we are introduced to the characters. In the film Friends with Benefits, the 180-degree rule is first used when the characters both meet and we are introduced to the characters breaking up. This is to show the division between the two characters.
You're breaking up with me?
It's not you.
Of course it's me.
It's me. I don't like you anymore. You said that I was your soulmate.
I did? When?
When we were at
The
the...
180-degree rule is also used in Love Actually. The rule is used to focus on the conversation between the two characters with over-the-shoulder shots to show they're having a conversation. This is used because rom-coms consist of a lot of dialogue and focus on people's social lives. Additionally, it creates a connection between the two main characters for the audience.
Another coding conventions in rom-coms is to use camera angles to show the audience which character is the most dominant within the relationship. For example, in Love Actually, low-angle shots are used on the main male character to suggest dominance, which conforms to the audience's expectations as to who leads in a relationship.
A lot of two-shots tend to be used, which again shows the audience the connection between the two characters, so the audience already have expectations when they go and watch the film.
Screen time is another key coding conventions used in rom-coms. The main characters tend to have the longest amount of screen time. For example, Nick Twisp in Youth in Revolt has the longest amount of screen time, and this coupled with the voiceover lets the audience know that he is the main character, and that the story revolves around his life. Additionally, by giving the main characters the longest amount of screen time, the audience can interpret the storyline from the trailer, which can encourage them to go and watch the film themselves.
One film which subverts the screen time coding convention is Pretty Woman. There is little screen time throughout the entire trailer, although there is the occasional longer screen time on the main female character. This suggests she is the most significant in the film. Editing within rom-coms tends to focus on the main character's point of view. This is so when the audience go and watch the film, they already have some background knowledge of the characters on screen. For example, Shallow Hal, the editing has been done in a way in which we see Hal's view on women, and then cuts back to women for his friend's view on them. Additionally, the cuts used tend to be in slow pace, in order to convey the audience that the love is a work in progress.
To conclude, rom-coms appeal to their target audience of 16 to 25-year-olds while having actors who are a similar age. This is so the audience feel, as the uses and gratification theory states, a form of personal identity. One film which subverts this expectation is 40-Year-Old Virgin. As the title suggests, the main character is played by an older actor. Within the genre of rom-coms, difference is important because otherwise the audience will think that once they have seen one rom-com trailer, they've seen them all. The filmmakers know this, so they try to make sure that their film has a USP. However, it is important that the basis of the film is repetitive to other films within the genre, as this can be a pull factor for many people when deciding whether to go and watch the film. One reason for this is because some people are attracted to go and watch the genre of rom-com due to the fact that it makes them feel good after